or we become those things that we see flying around the sky.
That could happen too.
I think that's the future. I think what we're seeing is like what a civilization looks like when it gets past what we're at.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think we're looking at us right now as if like this is the most sophisticated thing ever because it is for this place.
That's true.
But we look back at like our caveman
and we're
like, this is
archaic,
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Imagine living like that. But this is just what we're going to look at this
Once we find
like.
a way to travel intergalactically, that's the move.
Yeah, we're going to realize like all the problems that people had are instantaneously solvable. All the chaos in our lives, all the war and death and murder and chaos and horrific things that happen, all that is can erase with technology. Yeah. That's what's going to be scary.
That's
because we're not going to be people anymore.
Yeah, but you know, maybe
I think we're the last people.
Maybe we've been people long enough.
I think it's our future. I don't think there's a thing we're going to do to stop it. I think that's our future.
I think you're probably right.
I think it can't go in any other direction unless the volcano blows.
Yeah.
Unless asteroid hits, volcano blows.
All possibilities.
100%. And likely too.
Yeah.
The Yellowstone one freaks me out.
The super volcano?
Oh my God. That's due. That could like they don't know when. They say like every 600,000 to 800,000 years it blows up. And
it's
last time
due.
Yeah, it's past due.
Yeah.
So it could easily happen 1,000 years from now, 100,000 years from now.
Or never.
Or tomorrow. Tomorrow. Could be thousands of earthquakes. They have thousands of earthquakes there every year, by the way.
But that's why you can't worry about anything.
Can't worry about anything.
That's why you really can't worry too much about anything.
What is that quote that I used the other day that someone said that the problem, I forget who was talking about this, but they were talking about anxiety and it's humans' ability to problem solve in the future. And that it becomes a problem because you start thinking about potential problems instead of just like living in the moment. And people are always thinking about, oh my God, what if this happens? What if that happens? Then this could, and they like develop problems in the future so they don't get surprised by
That's right.
So it's a little trap that your mind plays.
What we're doing here is amazing. The idea that we can talk to people, in this way versus, what we would have had to do to reach people even really 20 years ago. Like, which is nothing 15 years ago, like nothing in terms of the time in all of history. It's such a short amount of time. It's an infinitesimal, it barely registers. And this massive, massive fucking technological innovation that has happened in that short amount of time that's revolutionized the world like completely. That can happen in biotech and how, and, so our trip to becoming non-human may not take as long as we think. It might be pretty fucking quick. Yeah.
I think it's going to be real quick. I think once we adopt the first devices and those devices make life way easier for the people that have them, it's going to be expensive, right? Probably. And then you would think that the people that have the money are going to get a giant advantage by having it because it really does increase the bandwidth, the access to information, and you could be much more productive. Like the way Elon was describing it, it's like you're going to supercharge your mind ultimately.
Yes.
Initially, they're going to use it for people with injuries, spinal cord injuries, and like medical problems,
right.
And they're going to be able to like somehow or another activate areas of the spine, which is wild shit in and of itself.
Yeah.
But if then you make it a fucking super person. Like you're literally gonna make an Iron Man. Like what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And where does it go from there? Because once they start using CRISPR on people, do you know the Chinese story?
No.
Oh, this is a good one.
CRISPR?
Yeah. You know what CRISPR is?
No.
CRISPR is genetic engineering.
Oh, okay.
It's genetic, and there's
Blue eyes,
technology.
brown eyes, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's initially they were using it. They were trying to see if it could be used to eliminate genes that cause certain diseases.
Yeah.
Right. And so, this is what they did in China. They said they were inoculating these children for HIV. So now they can't get. But it just by happenstance made them much smarter.
Right.
It increased their IQ substantially.
Interesting.
And I think they put the doctor in jail after it was over.
Amazing.
The Chinese were like, we didn't have anything to do with that. This man's a criminal.
Right.